An Educator's Guide to the 4 C's. Three simple steps to the 4 C's. So, you've heard about the 4 C's: critical thinking, creative thinking, communicating, and collaborating. But how are you supposed to teach your own subject and the 4 C's? The good news is that the 4 C's help you teach your subject. They aren't content, they're skills for gaining content. Here are 3 simple steps that use the 4 C's to help students learn your subject. Step 1. Prompt critical and creative thinking. After introducing and modeling a new concept, prompt students to think critically and creatively about it. Assign a 5-minute activity that students complete individually. Here are some examples. Sentence completion. Ask students to complete a sentence in as many ways as possible. For example, complete the following sentence in as many ways as you can. If I eat healthy foods, Definitions. Ask students to define a key term, providing its denotation along with examples, synonyms, and antonyms. Example, define the term happiness, giving examples, synonyms, and antonyms. Problem solving. Ask students to list ways that a problem could be solved. For example, list as many ways as you can think of that pollution of our environment could be reduced. Clustering. Ask students to write an important concept in the center of a piece of paper and to create as many personal connections as they can to it. For example, write family on a piece of paper and circle it. Around it, write ways that family affect your life. Modeling. Ask students to represent a concept visually, whether in a sketch, a diagram, a symbol, or some other form. For example, create a visual representation of a butterfly or your school. Questioning. Ask students to write 5 questions about the current topic and to pick the most interesting one. For example, write down 5 questions you have about the human body, or 5 questions you have about the country that you live in, and then pick the most interesting one. Step 2. Prompt communication and collaboration. After students have completed their individual 5-minute activities, have them turn to a classmate or small group to share their ideas. This activity requires students to take something written and internal and make it spoken and external. It makes students think critically and creatively with each other, which is the definition of communication and collaboration. You can once again provide specific prompts, which appear below, from quick activities to involved ones. For example, select a thought. Ask students to share their ideas with a partner or small group and work together to select one specific thought they find most interesting to pursue. Share your ideas with a partner and choose one aspect of anime that most interests you. Be ready to indicate why. Another example, wild hares. Ask students to share their ideas with a partner or small group and decide which idea is the most out there, unique, and perhaps a little wacky. Ask students to be able to indicate why. Discuss your ideas about exercising or traveling as a group. Choose the idea that is most original or bizarre, and be ready to indicate why you find the idea unique. For another example, you can summarize. Ask students to share their ideas and create a statement that summarizes what they have found. In a group of 3 or 4, share your ideas about the ocean and write one sentence that summarizes all of the ideas. Another task, advocates. Ask student pairs to select one idea from each student, then have the opposite partner advocate the idea, presenting reasons to support it. Maybe the students can talk about why sugar-free candy is important, and choose one proposal from each partner and have the opposite person argue for that proposal. You can ask students to dramatize. Ask them to share ideas and choose one idea they will dramatize in a 30-second public service announcement, which they will act out in front of the class. With a partner, share your idea about the use of zoos in the world. Choose one idea and create a PSA that you will act out in support of or in opposition to the doctrine. Another one is rapid prototyping. Ask student groups to select an idea and create a rapid prototype of the concept, a drawing, model, program, or other representation of how it might work. As a group, choose one parachute design that should work best to land an egg without breaking it. Using the materials on the back table, build a working prototype of your design. Step 3, present. After students have communicated and collaborated, have them share their group's ideas with the whole class. One person should be chosen to be the main presenter, but all members should participate in some way. This step requires more critical and creative thinking, communicating, and collaborating. It also cements the concept you are trying to teach. Finally, when students know they will need to share what they come up with, they have a reason to care about the work they put in. Scheduling the steps. At a minimum, this 3-step process will take 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how involved you make each step. At a maximum, it could take multiple class periods, so decide how important a given concept is for students. If you would have lectured for 20 minutes on the concept, turn it into a 20-minute inquiry experience instead, where students can ask questions and provide their own ideas. If your concept is one that you would spend days on, you can use an inquiry experience like those listed above to lead a larger scale project, such as a scale model, or have the class do a short film. Remember, you aren't just teaching your subject in an engaging way, you are teaching your subject in a way that deepens understanding and helps students develop the 4 C's: